I thought might be helpful as we're all being advised to practice social distancing, and this is a time where a lot of people are starting up new hobbies or wondering what they can do. I thought it might be helpful to start doing book review videos, which is something I really enjoy doing and something I love to do anyway. So this year, for my New Year's resolution, I decided to try and do a book a week challenge, and it's going really well so far, and I thought I'd try and share with you some of the books that I've been reading. It's still going strong and hopefully it will continue. First up is Displaced by Stephen Abarbanell. He's German, and the book was first published in English in 2017, and before then it was published in Germany in 2015 and then translated over. And on Goodreads, averaging about 3.5 stars. But let's get into what this book is about. So what were my first impressions of the book when I picked it up? So I originally got it in a charity shop for a 3 for 2 offer, and the reason I picked it up was because it looked really interesting. So unlike most World War books, this one was based after World War II, after the war had finished, and in that really crucial period afterwards where things were a little bit chaotic, no one really knows what's going on, and showed a really unique side to things. Not only was sort of the main character Jewish, so you were getting all of that pain from the Holocaust, but you were also getting a really interesting twist of it being from Palestine. So she hadn't experienced that herself, it was more what she'd experienced through others. And that was a really interesting side of it that I've never seen or heard being written before. What I really liked about it was that the main character was really determined, she was really smart, and that really showed through in her work. She could speak multiple languages, and she really tried to help the people that she saw. She's sent on a mission by the Palestinian sort of revolution party to find a missing German scientist who is believed to have been killed in the Holocaust, but his brother is convinced that this isn't the case. It's a story of love lost, societal taboo, and of the resilience of people who have been ravaged by war and hurt deeply. It's a fascinating perspective that I've never seen before, offering not just the perspective of someone who is Jewish, but also someone who hasn't actually been a victim of the Holocaust themselves. They've not seen that damage. And crucially, the main character is a really strong lady who's just trying to play a part in helping to heal the damage that has been done by the people in the past. In the book, you travel from Palestine post-war all the way to London, reading in its success and the chaos that's left from rationing, to rubble-strewn Germany and the refugee camps after the horrible onslaught of the Holocaust. Through her journey, you learn so much about the often invisible side of the war. Things we often hear about are what happened during, but we rarely hear about the integration that went back into it afterwards. So this is something that's really interesting just to see, and something I've never heard of been done before. But what didn't I like? So although I was really impressed with the premise of the novel, the actual writing itself fell flat. And this could be because it has been translated from another language, but it was quite a hard read and not particularly fun at that. Not because the grammar was particularly complicated, but just because it gave me kind of a textbook vibe where it was so factually written and so unemotive, even in parts of the novel where things were quite sort of hard for the main character and you would expect a lot of emotion. For example, even in parts where the main character was attacked, it was quite distanced from what was going on, and that's something that I felt was quite, especially in a novel like this where it has such potential to be a powerful book, that was really missing. Overall, I'd sort of rate it a 5 out of 10. I'd say it's a really interesting premise, it's really interesting in terms of what happens in the book, in terms of learning about what it's like after war, especially in sort of the Jewish camps, and learning about how the main character Lilia goes through and just tries to help where she can and how little things add up. That is really nice to see, but the fact that it is written in such a way that it is too factual and too matter of fact really steals away from what the novel could have been. I'll leave you to be the judge of that, whether the meaning of the novel has been lost in translation or if it is just as good. If you've read the German one, please let me know. It'd be really interesting to see if you found that. Yeah, thanks for watching this quick review, and I hope it's inspired you to maybe try reading a book and get back to me about any that you want me to review. Until next time, just stay kind.